So one thing film fans always say is, why remake the movies that we love? Why not remake the ones that didn't work? And honestly, there is some logic to this. Filmmaker Paul Bunnell had a different idea. He thought, what if we remake a movie that's been lost since the 20s? Hey guys, Michael here from the Shameless Picture Show. Today I'm here to discuss Paul Bunnell's new film, A Blind Bargain, starring Crispin Glover. And this is a reimagining of the lost 1922 film starring Lon Chaney. Set in the 1970s, the film follows Dominic, who is a recovering addict who makes a deal with a sinister doctor for a chance to make some easy money. What's the catch? The doctor wants access to Dominic's mother for a series of bizarre experiments. Chaney's original film was based on Barry Payne's novel, The Octave of Claudius. The original film famously featured Lon Chaney pulling double duty with two different roles. He plays the sinister doctor, but then also the horrible creation. While original lobby cards do exist for the film, the original negative was actually destroyed back in 1931. And then on top of that, the last known print of the film was destroyed in a vault fire in 1965. And that's what makes this project so interesting. Instead of recreating the original silent film, Bunnell used the concept to create something entirely his own. Bunnell had said in an interview that the original idea was kicked around where they would do a pastiche of silent cinema, but he thinks that's been a little overdone with movies like The Artist. So first he set the film in the 1970s and shot it in Super 16, which kind of matched with his aesthetic interest. And then he used the surviving material as a jumping off point instead of a blueprint. And visually, this film is fantastic. The Super 16 photography gives this movie a wonderful texture, and then all the set design and costume design really create a unique world. I also really enjoyed Rob Mays, who played Vincent the drug dealer, absolute fucking style icon. Bunnell also embraces a more surreal, dreamlike style with really bold colors, inventive sets. He uses rear screen projection in a really interesting way, and on top of that, he's got a musical number that features a woman walking on water. Honestly, my biggest gripe with the film is I thought it was kind of boring, and it didn't keep my interest. The pacing kind of drags at times, and then once the evil doctor, played wonderfully by Crispin Glover, takes center stage, Dominic's story feels far less important. It starts off by focusing on Dominic, and then it focuses heavily on Dominic's mother, and Dominic is barely there. I feel like these different plot points could have been woven together a lot more effectively. But still, the effects are still incredibly strange and over the top, and there was many times throughout this movie where I could not figure out where it was going next. A Blind Bargain is a little rough around the edges. However, if you are a fan of offbeat drive-in movies and classic exploitation films, there might be a lot to love in this film for you. If you guys like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you next time.